Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Coffee with the Commish, coming off of an awesome day yesterday. 3-0 in the player prop article in the NBA. That's back-to-back sweeps. Also cashed a plus 195 on Cuba in the World Baseball Classic. If you guys are not checking out that content, we've given out a few nice plus money winners. Those are also just really exciting games to watch as well. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out. But that being said, we're back at it today. Another NBA slate for us to attack. I'll just get right into it. There's 6 games on the docket. Once again, first spot we're going to target. We're going to go right back to our guy in Minnesota in this Minnesota-Brooklyn game. We're going to target Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made. It's a play that we ran the other day, and Anthony Edwards cashed for us in the first half. Absolutely no reason for us not to run it back, especially at minus 115 odds. We go look at Anthony Edwards splits, which we did the other day, averaging 7.9 3-point attempts at home this season compared to 6.7 on the road. So the volume is up. We're on the favorable end of that split. If we go back and we look at his recent game log, what do we see? He's had at least 7 3-point attempts in almost every single game, 6 out of 7 since February 16th. The one that he didn't, 5 shot attempts against a relatively good Los Angeles Clippers defense. If Edwards gets to 7 3-point attempts tonight, which I think is likely considering he's averaging almost 8 on the season, and then we look at his recent shot charts, I think he gets there. It's a favorable matchup for him tonight. We can go back and we can put the filters on since this Brooklyn trade when they got rid of Kyrie Irving, when they got Mikal Bridges and all those guys. And what we see, opponent 3-point percentage in that span, Brooklyn Nets are 22nd. Go take a look at props.cash. This is where we can just verify this visually. We can see the guards, a lot of check marks on their overs here as of late. Anthony Edwards can also be played at the forward position on occasion. All of these guys have gone over their market number from the 3-point line against the Brooklyn Nets as of late. So over 2.5 over at PointsBet at minus 115. We just have to trust Edwards to knock down some shots in this spot. It's a play that I like a lot. Second one we're going to go take a look at. We will go to the points. Atlanta, Washington. We're going over 11.5 points with Clint Capela. We can see on the season, 58% hit rate overall. He's 21 for his last 31 at this number since November 30th. Big thing here is he's got a really good matchup against Washington. 2 games against Washington this year. He's had 13 points both times. The reason for this, we'll go take a look at where Capela's shooting the basketball from. We can see 7.1 of his 8.6 field goal attempts per game are coming in the restricted area. What is Washington doing against the guys trying to shoot in the restricted area? They rank 26th out of 30 teams in opponent field goal percentage in this area of the floor. It's a really good spot for Clint Capela. The minutes have fluctuated a little bit here. We can go look at his game logs. You can see he's played as many as 34 minutes, as few as 19 as of late. If he gets to 25, 26-ish minutes around there tonight, I think he needs 7 or maybe 8 field goal attempts to get the job done here. Over 11.5 points at minus 120 over at MGM DraftKings. I like this. This is a good spot for him. Third spot we're going to run back another play that the cash forced the other day. Go to Denver against the Spurs. We're going to go find Aaron Gordon. We're going over 2.5 assists. Go full season on this. Only 52% in the full season, but when you go look at the last 25 games for Aaron Gordon, you can see he's 18 for 25 to the over in the span. If we go look at his numbers on the road in that duration, he's 13 for the last 18 to the over at this market number on the road. 7 in a row. He's cashed away from home outside of the altitude. I think this is a really good spot for him. The Spurs, we can go take a look at what have they done. Opponent assists per game. We'll just look at the season since we're looking at a home and away split here. The Spurs at home this season, 28th in opponent assists per game. Go take a look at what have they been doing against forwards as of late. Pretty healthy amount of green check marks here. Aaron Gordon, proven that he can hit the over at this market number. The potential assists are over 5 in this recent span where he's been hitting at a high rate. Favorable matchup tonight. Biggest concern, obviously a blowout, but Denver's not a superior team on the road. They're below 500 on the road this season, so I like this game to stay relatively competitive. Aaron Gordon going over 2.5 assists can get that over at DraftKings as well. So 3 plays today, guys. First one, we are going Anthony Edwards, one of our favorites, over 2.5 3-pointers made, -115 over at PointsBet. Second spot, Clint Capela, over 11.5 points over at DraftKings. Aaron Gordon, over 2.5 assists over at DraftKings as well. 5-0 the last 2 days. Back in the green. We're 25 of the last 42. We've been profitable. I know we were slumping a little bit to start the month of March, and that stuff is frustrating. And I said an underrated aspect of betting is just not losing your ass when you're struggling a little bit. We made a little slight tweak to our reads the last couple of days. It's paid dividends. So hopefully this is the beginning of a nice hot streak here, and we can ride this little this run into March Madness and beyond. If you haven't checked out the World Baseball Classic stuff, go do that. I'll have another video with that as well later today. But appreciate you all a ton. The subscribers just keep going up every time I check my YouTube account. Really, really appreciate the support. I'll keep coming back with more information and more insight, and hopefully we can just have this information available and we can all make good decisions with it. Until next time, guys, good luck.